Crypto, real estate, stocks. Which one is best for investment? Imagine this. You've just saved up $10,000. It's sitting in your bank account, slowly losing value because inflation in 2025 is eating away at your money every single day. You've got three options on the table: put it into crypto, put it into real estate, or put it into stocks. But here's the million-dollar question. Which one is the smartest move this year? In this video, I'm going to break it down for you. We'll cover the pros, cons, risks, and opportunities of all three investments. And at the end, I'll share exactly how I would invest my money in 2025 if I had to choose between them. Stick around, because I'll also show you a portfolio strategy that combines the best of all three. Before we dive into each investment, let's set the stage. The world in 2025 looks very different from even 5 years ago. Inflation has made the cost of living higher than ever. Interest rates are still unpredictable. Housing prices in many cities have skyrocketed, and AI is reshaping industries faster than governments can regulate them. Meanwhile, investors are nervous. Stocks are recovering from turbulent years. Crypto has seen both massive crashes and insane rebounds, and real estate continues to be the safe play, but one that requires big capital. So, if you're starting fresh with some money to invest, it's natural to ask, where should I put my money so it actually grows instead of disappears? Let's start with the most controversial one, crypto. Small blue diamond, the case for crypto. Crypto is like that wild cousin in your family, unpredictable, but sometimes they strike gold. In 2025, crypto isn't just Bitcoin and Ethereum anymore. We've got tokenized real estate, decentralized finance, DeFi, platforms that rival banks, and even stablecoins being used in everyday transactions. Major institutions are holding crypto in their reserves, and countries are experimenting with blockchain-backed currencies. The upside? The returns can be massive. Bitcoin has already gone through multiple cycles of crashing and then reaching new all-time highs. People who invested $1,000 in Ethereum back in 2017 and held on to it could have turned that into tens of thousands today. Crypto also gives you global access, no borders, no banking restrictions. If you've got internet, you can participate. That's powerful. Small blue diamond, the dark side. But here's the truth. Crypto is still the most volatile and risky of the three. One tweet, one government regulation, or one major hack can send the market into chaos. Scams are everywhere. Rug pulls, fake coins, shady exchanges. If you don't know what you're doing, it's easy to lose everything. And even legitimate projects swing wildly. A coin can go up 200% in a week and then lose 80% the next. So, crypto has the potential to make you rich fast, but it also has the potential to wipe you out. Small blue diamond, my verdict on crypto. Crypto in 2025 is like a high-risk, high-reward lottery ticket, but with research and risk management, it can be more than just a gamble. If you're young, willing to take risks, and ready to lose money you can afford to lose, it deserves a spot in your portfolio. But would I put all $10,000 in crypto? Absolutely not. The second one is real estate. Now let's talk about the old-school favorite, real estate. Why do people love real estate so much? Because it's tangible. You can see it, touch it, rent it out, and live in it. Unlike crypto or stocks, it doesn't disappear into thin air. In 2025, real estate is still one of the most reliable wealth builders. Rental properties generate passive income. Land appreciates over time. And property can act as a hedge against inflation, since rents and property values often rise when the cost of living goes up. Plus, you can leverage it. With a mortgage, you don't need to have the full price of the property up front. Put down 20% and the bank covers the rest, while your tenants essentially pay off your loan through rent. That's powerful wealth building. Small blue diamond, the challenges. But real estate isn't perfect, especially in 2025. Interest rates are still relatively high compared to a few years ago. That means mortgages are more expensive. Property prices in many cities are insanely high, making it hard for new investors to enter the market. And real estate isn't liquid. You can't just sell a property overnight if you need cash. It also comes with hidden costs, maintenance, property taxes, insurance, and sometimes bad tenants. Small blue diamond, the new face of real estate in 2025. Here's where things get interesting. With tokenization, you no longer need to buy an entire house to invest. Platforms now let you buy fractions of properties as digital tokens. Imagine owning 1% of a luxury apartment building in Dubai or New York without needing millions. This lowers the barrier to entry, making real estate investing more accessible than ever. Small Blue Diamond, my verdict on real estate. Real estate is a long-term play. It won't make you rich overnight like crypto might, but it's much more stable. It's for people who want steady growth, cash flow, and something tangible to pass down. If you're patient and have capital, real estate remains one of the safest bets. The last one is stocks. And then we have the classic stocks. Stocks have been around for centuries, and they've created more millionaires than almost any other asset class. Companies like Apple, Amazon, and Tesla turned early investors into millionaires. The beauty of stocks in 2025 is that anyone can start. Apps allow you to invest with as little as $10. You can buy fractional shares of big companies. And with index funds and ETFs, you don't even need to pick individual stocks, you can just invest in the market as a whole. The stock market benefits from compounding. Reinvest your dividends, stay invested long enough, and your money grows exponentially. The challenges. But stocks aren't risk-free either. Markets crash. A global recession, political instability, or even a bad earnings report can wipe out billions in value overnight. Stocks also test your emotions. It's easy to panic sell during a dip and lock in losses. Or get greedy and buy at the top. Small Blue Diamond, the 2025 outlook. In 2025, stocks are adjusting to AI disruption. Some industries are thriving: AI companies, renewable energy, and biotech. Others are shrinking. So picking the right sectors matters. But overall, stocks remain the most accessible and proven path to wealth for the average person. Small Blue Diamond, my verdict on stocks. If you want steady growth, liquidity, and global access, stocks are hard to beat. They're not flashy, but they work especially if you're consistent and patient. Okay, let's put them side by side. Crypto, high risk, high reward. Potential for massive gains, but also massive losses. Best for risk takers. Real estate, tangible, stable, and great for long-term wealth, but requires more money, patience, and effort. Stocks, accessible, liquid, and historically reliable. Lower risk than crypto, higher growth potential than just keeping cash. So which one is best? It depends on who you are. If you're young and love risk, crypto might excite you. If you're patient and want stability, real estate might be your play. If you want something in between, stocks are your safest bet. If I had $10,000 right now in 2025, I wouldn't put it all into one basket. Diversification is key. Here's how I break it down. 50% into stocks, index funds, ETFs, and a few growth companies. This is my stable foundation. 30% into real estate, either fractional ownership through tokenized platforms or saving for a down payment on a rental property. 20% into crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few carefully researched altcoins. This is my moonshot play. This way, I'm covered on all fronts: growth, stability, and upside potential. So, there you have it. Crypto, real estate, and stocks all have their strengths and weaknesses in 2025. The real question is, what kind of investor are you? Now I want to hear from you. If you had $10,000 to invest today, where would you put it? Crypto, stocks, or real estate? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's start a conversation. And if you found this breakdown valuable, hit that like button, share this with a friend who's thinking about investing, and don't forget to subscribe for more no BS finance content every single week. Remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Your financial freedom is possible, and it starts today.